The Enigma of the Sacred Baobab. In the heart of an ancient African village, nestled amidst sprawling savannas and whispering acacia trees, there lived a young couple named Adisa and Kwasi. Their love was as boundless as the horizon, but their hearts ached with a longing for a child to call their own. For years, they prayed to the spirits of the land, seeking guidance and solace in their time of need. One moonlit night, as the village slept beneath a blanket of stars, Adisa was visited by a vivid dream. In her vision, a wise elder beckoned her to the sacred Baobab tree at the edge of the village, its branches reaching towards the heavens like fingers grasping for the secrets of the cosmos. With a sense of purpose burning within her, Adisa awoke and shared her vision with Kwasi. Determined to unravel the mystery of the dream, the couple embarked on a journey to the Baobab tree, their hearts heavy with hope and anticipation. As they approached the sacred clearing, they were greeted by an ethereal glow emanating from the tree's ancient trunk, casting dancing shadows upon the forest floor. But their awe quickly turned to apprehension as a chilling voice echoed through the clearing, sending shivers down their spines. "Who dares disturb the slumber of the Baobab?" it boomed, causing Adisa and Kwasi to shrink back in fear. Summoning their courage, they stepped forward, their voices trembling as they explained their quest for a child. To their astonishment, the Baobab tree responded, its leaves rustling in the breeze like a chorus of whispers. "Seek the answers you seek within yourselves," it intoned cryptically, before falling silent once more. Undeterred, Adisa and Kwasi returned to the village, their minds ablaze with questions and possibilities. But little did they know, their encounter with the sacred Baobab tree had set into motion a chain of events that would challenge their faith and test the very fabric of their existence. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Adisa and Kwasi grappled with the enigmatic message of the Baobab tree. Meanwhile, whispers of their encounter spread throughout the village, igniting a spark of curiosity and intrigue among the villagers. But amidst the whispers, a shadowy figure lurked in the shadows, his eyes burning with jealousy and resentment. His name was 𝐓𝐾𝐒, a disgraced elder banished from the village for crimes too dark to speak of. Consumed by bitterness and rage, 𝐓𝐾𝐒 vowed to seek revenge on those who had cast him out, starting with Adisa and Kwasi. As the village braced itself for the annual harvest festival, tensions simmered beneath the surface, threatening to boil over into chaos. Unbeknownst to Adisa and Kwasi, 𝐓𝐾𝐒 had concocted a sinister plan to sabotage the festival, plunging the village into turmoil and despair. On the eve of the festival, as the villagers gathered to celebrate the bountiful harvest, tragedy struck with a sudden and devastating force. A series of mysterious accidents befell the festivities, leaving chaos and destruction in their wake. Crops were trampled, homes were destroyed, and the once joyous atmosphere was replaced by fear and uncertainty. Amidst the chaos, Adisa and Kwasi stood as beacons of hope, rallying the villagers to stand united against the forces of darkness. But as tensions reached a boiling point, 𝐓𝐾𝐒 emerged from the shadows, his eyes blazing with malice as he accused Adisa and Kwasi of summoning the wrath of the spirits upon the village. Fueled by fear and superstition, the villagers turned against Adisa and Kwasi, casting them out of the village and into the wilderness beyond. Alone and bewildered, the young couple wandered through the dense forest, their hearts heavy with grief and despair. But just when all hope seemed lost, a glimmer of light pierced the darkness, guiding Adisa and Kwasi to a hidden grove deep within the forest. There, amidst the ancient trees and shimmering streams, they encountered a wise elder who revealed the true meaning of their journey. "The answers you seek lie within," the elder intoned, his voice resonating with ancient wisdom. "Forgiveness is the key to unlocking the path to redemption." With newfound clarity, Adisa and Kwasi returned to the village, their hearts filled with forgiveness and compassion. Determined to bring justice to their community, they rallied the villagers to confront 𝐓𝐾𝐒, the true culprit behind the turmoil that had befallen their home. After a fierce struggle, Malachy was captured and imprisoned by the villagers, his reign of terror brought to an end. With the threat of darkness lifted, peace and harmony returned to the village, and Adisa and Kwasi were hailed as heroes. Grateful for their courage and leadership, the villagers begged Adisa and Kwasi to stay and help rebuild their community. Touched by their sincerity, Adisa and Kwasi decided to make the village their permanent home. In time, Adisa gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl, a symbol of hope and renewal for the village. And as they watched their children grow and thrive in the loving embrace of their community, Adisa and Kwasi knew that they had found true happiness at last. For in the end, it was not the wrath of the spirits or the machinations of a vengeful outcast that threatened to tear the village apart, but rather the power of forgiveness, justice, and love that ultimately prevailed, weaving a tapestry of unity and harmony that would endure for generations to come.